Hey there, dudes and dudettes. I am saluting if you cannot tell, but EMOFOX here. I don't know why I'm saluting, and welcome back to Fallout 76. This is the 7th to 8th time I've tried to do this intro, purposely because I was trying to fix my mic, trying to get everything in order, and just going off. We are on Season 10, which I was, if I'm not mistaken, is called what? City of Steel, where expeditions were released to the Fallout world, I guess. I don't really know. I did get through it all and bought the last 10 levels, and only to now have to level up and receive crap items such as this rather than 100 atoms. I don't understand why Bethesda didn't decide, hey, since we took away the ability to get atom points for daily and weekly challenges in 2019, let's just give them this, and instead of bringing back atom points, they just decide to give you this. I would prefer the ability to get 150 atom points as you would normally from one of these after you complete it every time, so it actually gives you a reason to freaking do them. I don't understand why. But yeah, we're done with this scoreboard. I've only completed 2 of the 10 scoreboards because why bother trying to have this game run when I had no time to wait for 10-15 minutes for it to load. However, we're here, and this is the Fallout 76 rerun. I'm actually just going to get into the game, and as you can tell, I'm the only one here right now. Purpose B is Jaden, may or may not be in the party and muted. He's most definitely playing Cyberpunk right now. I don't know if he'll join later on, but we're going to get into a private world. Also, I hate this, but what's the point of buying Fallout first for a whole year if you don't receive all the atom points within the exact minute you buy it? Because I should have about 20,000 atom points in my thing right now. But I read it and it said that you would get 1,650 atom points every month you get on. What good is that gonna do? Every month there's new items, every week there's new items, so what's that gonna do, really? I'd prefer you to just hand me the atom points I paid for, have them on hand, and just play through it knowing I have a whole year of Fallout first. I will say, however, I'm not gonna play this game all the time. Also, the reason I'm using a 122 level character is because Jessica, as I named her, she is the reason I'm making this video. I decided to play Fallout 76 on a new character, run through the forest, the entire region of the forest to get all of it unlocked. There are a select few places I have not went inside of or really looted. I have found a lot of lore and Easter eggs about the game, by the way, but I went through the whole forest, halfway through Ash Heap, because that's where I decided I'm gonna start recording. So today it's about 10 in the morning, probably 11, I can't really see it. But yeah. This is a great start to the game, huh? Full combat armor. Oh, I also wanted to point out, I found a glitch with the Gatling gun. Okay, I'm gonna hold down the trigger, right? And you can see how it fires, but when I repeatedly tap the aim button, yeah, this thing is probably one of the most broken guns, and I absolutely love it, because I'm doing about 150 damage every bullet, and every second you fire 1 round, so then if I repeatedly tap, I can fire 10 rounds per second. But hello there, Pennington. I'm going to actually put my glasses on.
I suppose your conversation with those 2 seemed on the up and up.
Who?
Though I'd still be cautious of the rest out there. Now, was there something you required of me?
Yes. Give me some story. Have you seen the Overseer?
Well, yes, but it's been some time. But she was a resourceful woman. I'm sure she's all right.
Set up my 50-inch TV, by the way. I need to so I can actually see the game better.
Until quite recently, it's been exceedingly peaceful. I maintained my post, greeted latecomers out at the vault, and otherwise reveled in
Why is my
Appalachia's
PlayStation
natural
going full
splendor.
airplane?
But very recently, it seems people
only
have
this
come
game
back
that makes
to
my
Appalachia.
Just go
Those
full
two
airplane
and more
mode.
to boot. The non-vault sort, you understand.
I'm
It's
actually,
all
like,
very
in the middle of my room
concerning.
right now. If you can hear
Who
my
knows what
PlayStation,
they
that's
might
how
be
loud
up
it
to?
is. Because this microphone is not sensitive. It's voice
I've been
only.
keeping watch here long enough to have learned that outside the vault, people don't always have one's best intentions at heart. I'm sorry to
Okay.
say it, but it's the truth.
Okay. Alright, well, I'll be on my way now, Pennington. I wish
Do
you
be
could have the
careful out
ability
there,
to have a
Mum.
handyman or even an assaultron at your base. But I also remember distinctively in 2021 that Bethesda was to release pets as a atomic shop thing or a scoreboard thing. Nope. They say they release stuff, which you should never get your hopes up for, because it'll be years before they do it.
Was there something else?
And if I get my account banned for this, so be it.
Happy to tell you what I know, which isn't much. Someone made a broadcast not too long back about there being some kind of treasure buried in Appalachia. We don't know what, we don't know where. With people as desperate as they are, it's meant everyone with a functioning radio has come back to try and see if they can get a piece of it.
Obviously.
Monsters or no?
Guy we met at the Wayward. Carter, I think was his name. He gave us a couple of leads to chase down, in exchange for all our money. Up to us
Okay.
now to make something of them.
What can you tell me about the area?
About Appalachia?
Yes, ma'am.
Other than it's a graveyard?
There's that. We haven't been here real long, but from what we've been able to piece together, the area got hit pretty hard. Not long after, well, these things showed up.
The Scorched.
They're merciless. They seem to have cleaned up whoever the bombs might have missed. Without people around, everything else has gone haywire.
What's the world like out there?
We both came over from Virginia. Well, what was Virginia? There's a lot more hot zones that way. And the few spots that are livable, well, they got picked clean fast. I mean, Appalachia's
Obviously.
dangerous, really dangerous. But it's better than where we've been.
Yeah. Because you're actually in a forest. Alright, I best be going.
Watch yourself out there.
Yep. So, some dialogue choices are not available to be made once you get this far in level and not do the story. Because I haven't done a single story mission. I'm level 122. I've got Raiders Cooperative and Settlers Neutral, and I've just been doing the events for those and random encounters. Yeah. Can I talk to you as well?
Be careful with strangers.
No.
Not everyone's as
Okay,
friendly as us.
So now I need to go to the Wayward. I am going to play this off through the first story, the main story of the game, before I make way to the, I need to switch out weapons. If I can make a handmade, I'm going to. But, what was I saying? I'm gonna play this off like normal. I'm going to play through the main story of the game, like through each main mission before I do the Settlers and then the Brotherhood, the Sheep Squatch and all that. I'm just gonna play it off by what came first. Can I talk to you? How diddly.
If we could expand our area
Okay.
all the way out here,
Cool.
the Raiders don't have a chance.
Yep. I'm actually gonna see, is anybody online? No. Gotcha, gotcha. To anyone who has played this game or even watched my recordings of Nuclear Winter, you must understand this, that thousands, possibly over the 100,000 mark, would be that people complain to Bethesda to bring back Nuclear Winter, and I stand with them. Nuclear Winter was a great game. I don't understand why they removed it just because they said they couldn't add new content to it. People didn't want new content. They just wanted new in-game content for the adventure mode, not the free roam. Or not Nuclear Winter. Nuclear Winter was perfect. I also find that wearing the Brotherhood of Steel Under Armour officer suit is pretty good, because why wear the Marine wetsuit when it makes you look bulky as all hell, dude? Okay. I assume I'm addicted to alcohol and I have a parasite. That's probably doing something to me. I don't know when they removed it, but they removed the ability to take damage after being starving or dehydrated. I don't understand why. It kind of gave people a reason to eat and drink, but it probably got annoying to most. That's probably why the ones who cried about it. Been to the Overseer's camp. We've been unlocked this place, however, I gotta walk in. I've never been inside. Imagine having that as a pet. This is the maximum
exhalation of air through nostrils.
What? Okay. Hi. Jid. Kyle. Your name's Kyle.
Don't mind me. Just making sure this place doesn't fall to pieces.
Gotcha. Had to print that there because I don't want to overwrite anything. Or overwrite the recording. That's what my character looked like the first second she was created. Only to look like a freaking... like a pile of dirt. That's the reason I made her that way. And truth be told, this is probably the first female character I'm actually played in a while to any video game.
Lady, I will paint the walls with you if you don't...
Hi!
Honey, you...
How did that not kill you in the first shot?
I told you it was gonna end badly.
The assault rifle, however.
Now I'm hoping you're here
How
to
you
have a
doing?
drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day.
Yeah. What's up, Duchess? You wanna talk?
Well, not exactly the introduction to the wayward I would have hoped for. Well, sorry about that, darling.
You are
First round's
perfectly
on
fine.
me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you.
Yes, I have questions. Obviously, what was this all about?
Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in
Really?
here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fella named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating.
Interesting.
Not exactly good for a budding business.
Okay. You looking for help dealing with these thugs?
Now that you mention it, I could use an extra pair of hands.
Uh-huh.
See? That boy you put down.
I love that outfit she
He's not the
wears, by
first of
way.
his crew to roll in here, but I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house, but my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say?
What do we got? I've obviously got to ask the questions first here.
I don't care how you deal with them. Sweet talk, string up their leader by his ears. Hell, buy them all ice cream sandwiches. Whatever you can do to get them to
I'm
stop
good with that
harassing us
last
is fine
option.
by me.
However, how are we gonna get ice? Let me see. What do you know about them?
Only that they want something from Crane, but I think
Okay.
we could use that to our advantage.
Interesting.
That is, if you're doing this job for me.
Do you see her eyebrows like constantly move as she talks? Like she just keeps... Watch her eyebrows.
Primarily,
because your security, other than me right now, are one former contractor and a robot that has no guns and thinks it's a cow.
to not put too fine a point on it. So I
Oh,
could
yeah.
absolutely use another set of hands if you're willing to lend them.
How much are you paying?
50 caps
Look
if
at
you
her
can
eyebrows
get the job
constantly
done.
just going up and down as she talks. Okay, make it 100 and we got a deal.
75's as high as I'll go. And for that kind of money, I expect to never hear from those boys again. Now, that mean you're on the case?
Shoot. What can we do? Let's hear the plan first then.
Only seems fair. The details then.
Uh-huh.
Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs?
Big ass target.
Well, aren't you a smart cookie? And I think I know just how to do it. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, you gonna go make some plans or something? Oh, by the way, I got the prototype Pip-Boy schematic already. You can get that before doing anything. You can get a lot of mission items before having to
just want
actually
you to
receive
know,
the mission.
architecture ain't exactly my forte.
Mine is. I built a murder dome.
Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they?
Well, I hope they taught you, or you taught yourself at least. Of course I know how to build structures. I built a murder dome, darn it.
That's the spirit.
I built a giant
if you need a
freaking
refresher,
Willy
good
Wonka
old
sign
Morty
in
Mort
a camp
can help
before.
you out.
What are you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
I will take your tapes
Mort,
as an
not
item
the
that I
tapes.
don't already have. It's
Well,
perfectly
you
fine.
find yourself wanting a refresher? Talk to Mort.
Oh, I
Of
want
course,
the
you're gonna
items.
need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there too, so you don't starve.
I
on
love
me.
the multiple different
And so you
lures
know,
to Fallout, by
you
the
might
way,
have to break some of this
before
scrap
and
down
after
for
the
parts.
bombs.
But I can spot you some workbench materials too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road?
Yes, ma'am. Let's do this thing.
Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last.
Okay.
Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The wayward gets left alone.
Understood.
Oh, and on the
trust me, I
topic
can
of
do that.
leaders, you know, one of my people found this tape in the camp across the way, recorded by one overseer of Vault 76.
And you're gonna hand me that tape.
A little out of date at this point, but it seems it might have been left for someone from her vault. Maybe it was waiting for you?
Yes.
Sounds like she set the camp up so her people could get some practice in self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a little refresher.
Yeah. Hand me the tape, woman. Thank you. Okay, I got the tape, and that should start off the... I think I've got all the plans for that already. The only good thing about getting massive amounts of plans in this game is that players sell them off pretty cheap. And in return, I sell my stuff pretty cheap. Alright, you don't have much. Hi, how you doing? Let's talk.
Glad to hear Vault Tech actually took care of some of their people. You hear these rumors, right, about them just throwing folks to the wolves. Here's some rations and a fancy suit. Good luck. Well, don't you worry that smooth little face of yours. You are in good company now. Because around here, we look after one another.
They should have made it an ability
Now,
where
what
you
can I
could
do
look like
for
a
you?
feral ghoul. Truth be told, right? You should have the abilities to be a feral ghoul in Fallout 76, because I know Bethesda could pull it off.
Allergies. Learned the hard way. I can't stand within 10 feet of a strawberry.
Really?
Come on, man, that's a joke. Truth is, I was outside on Doomsday.
Obviously.
I drove security, and I was coming back from a pickup in the truck when I feel this rumble, and then quiet. Then a whole lot less quiet. And the truck was hit with this wind, and it was like someone dropped a hurricane on it. I can hear it battering the truck.
Yeah, you got
bang, 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 like it's got a grudge against it.
uh,
And then I unlock the door and into the back, and then bang, I wake up, man, and it's crazy. Somehow, in the back of the truck, alive and kicking. And all it cost me was my skin and any opportunity for someone liking me for anything other than my lovely personality. And that was the day I became, well, they call us ghouls. Not the most flattering name, but still beats being vaporized.
You're not wrong. What's it like being a ghoul? I think you live... If you were a ghoul, you'd live up to, what, 500 years old, most likely? Probably 3 to 4. But I would say
it's
maximum
got its
500.
advantages. Main one is that radiation rolls off me like water off a duck's ass. Can stride through a blast zone like it's a spring breeze. Also, means I can survive in situations that would turn a normal person into a TV dinner. The major downside? Well, shit, you're looking at it, right? Head to toe disfiguration. There's also, well, you might have seen them. Not all ghouls are sane. Not sure how it happens, why some ghouls lose their minds and others don't. But ever since I
Too much radiation,
there's always
actually.
this nagging feeling just at the back of my mind that I will have to feast on humans. Raw.
Nah, you're just kidding,
Seriously?
man.
Nothing? Shit, I thought it was funny. Overall, though, being a ghoul, mixed bag. Can't say I'd recommend it as a lifestyle choice.
Well, based off knowledge, if you have too much radiation, you would become a feral ghoul. If you have a safe, or, well, a decent amount of it, like him, you would just become, well, Mort. Here you go.
Don't have one. I'm an independent operator. When these folks need a hand or got an errand that involves running into radiation, they come to me. Right? They don't bother me anymore. In exchange, Duchess lets me drink. It doesn't bother me too much about my tab. Really, about the best sort of setup a guy in my situation could ever ask for. Of course, sitting around looking like hamburger ain't all I do. Plans work out, I'll have all the drinking money I could ever need. But that ain't what you came here to talk about. Was there something else?
I just realized, if Duchess doesn't become a ghoul, this man can easily outlast his tab by just staying alive. Right?
Listen, friend, you happen to be talking to the exact right person to fix your predicament. But if I'm gonna help you, I want something in return.
Obviously. You want someone dead? Just give me a name, and what is that?
Alright, listen, I got this plan.
Such as?
You're gonna help me get rich.
Okay.
See, the folks who made it big off the gold rush, they weren't the prospectors. They were the folks that sold them their shovels. Now, I don't do shovels. What I collect is knowledge. I can go all sorts of places you folks with your rat-sucking skin can't. So, I'm selling what I've got between my ear holes, and you're gonna test it for me. I made these holotapes. Now, this set's all the info I dug up about that camp doohickey you Volters got. All I'm asking is you give them a listen and let me know what you think.
Okay. Sure, I'll listen. I like his voice. He's a pretty chill dude.
I mean, thanks. Just come back once you've taken him out for a test drive.
Heck yeah, man. Creativity.
Now, there anything else you wanted to chat about?
I don't actually know. I can do this again. Is this a different answer?
Don't have one. I'm an independent operator.
Right.
Brads? Yeah. They don't. In exchange, Duchess. Really? How about? Well, at least.
So it was the same. Did he say tapes before?
Some other time.
Okay, we got that done. Hunter for hire. We're not gonna do Hunter for hire. We're gonna go first contact, obviously. Jessica, level 100. I've actually got a base where I have American flag and all sorts of patriotic crap set up. And I say it like that because it all looks tattered and disorganized. Hey, Baba! What are you doing, dude? Something may be wrong on my headset, by the way, for the purpose that the jack isn't it keeps causing tears through my headset. Look at all this. All these are main quests. And then you got all these freaking side quests. And all these dailies. To get most side quests, you go to random locations you find on the map. I'd suggest starting from the Vault 76, make your way all the way up, go all the way down, go through the whole forest, and you'll get all of it. Hey, Jide. Workbench this way. So I got a tape from the overseer. Where is that actually? Oh yeah, look at this. I can't even tell what's really in here. Go ahead and learn that, obviously. Look at all this. Ultrasight in this game is worth no more than 5 caps in plans, by the way. Even the jetpack. But here we go, Overseer Camp.
Overseer's
All
Log,
these are what I have.
south of Vault 76.
There should be 13 of them.
I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but... mutated animals?
Yep.
Haywire bots?
I wish you could walk forward while
people
doing this.
so
This
far.
makes no sense. Because in
We have to be ready to
Fallout
rebuild.
4, I remember you could walk
What I can
without having
confirm
your
is
weapon drawn, and you would see your
hostile
character's face.
territory.
Forced to look at the back of their
Fortunately,
head at all times.
Vault Tech was
Should just stand
prepared.
still. Greetings.
You see this?
Never
The cooking
forget
station,
the
the stash box, the workbenches, all built as a camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is
I've already
designed
got
to
those
give
items.
you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored, ready to be
random
placed
encounter
back
over
down
here.
in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from.
Let's go for it. Alright.
I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer.
Okay, that's not gonna
Signing
work.
off.
Hold up. Try to use a rifle, and I don't think that was high level, was it? No. Obviously. If I had a level 50 pipe right pistol, I would have used it. Howdy doody dog. Knowing that I could do this, I made it to the point where I can't fire this gun without repeatedly tapping left trigger. Gimme. Gimme. Welcome to Flatwoods, home of the Flatwoods monster, which is nothing more than a Zetan alien in a costume. Yay. Good at, oh, hello. Oh, and you as well.
Work living out here. We got company.
No,
Show you. What?
Take 3 shots to kill you. Alright. Continuing on. Well, I actually don't know this, if it's a thing or not, but isn't there a plan to make the Raider armor in this game? Because I've never had a plan to make Raider armor. What is that? Oh, that's register, okay. Now, I may have to alter my perks for my skills, special, whatever you want to call it. It's not really much of a difference, but I'm gonna have to alter those to talk to some NPCs in this game if I'm not wrong. Hello,
Are you
Heather.
here for the responder training?
Yes, actually. Can you talk? Hello? Oh.
Are you here for the responder?
Okay, she is bugging out some, which is why I am playing in a private server, because I cannot play without this.
Are you here for the responder training?
Yes. Can you talk to me? You gonna talk to me or what? Okay, I'm gonna do this again. Talk, woman!
Are you here for the responder?
Alright, I'm gonna assume that my game is bugging out, but I would have really liked to have the ability to talk to you instead of you just staring at me and looking me up and down. Talk!
Are you here for the...
Yes, I am here for the responder training. Can you talk to me instead of just stare at me? Alright, well, forget you. Okay. Hi. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think my game is actually bugged. What do you guys think? We're just gonna register while we have Miss Moonwalk in the background just slipping away. Hello, I am here to be a responder. It's a pleasure to meet you. I go. What does that say? Photo mode? Cool. Okay. I hear a freaking Morat. Why is there a Morat here? Responder's paramedic jacket or jumpsuit. Can you talk to me now that you're
here for the
moonwalking? Okay, you're not moonwalking, and you're moonwalking. Why are you moonwalking? Talk to me. I was hoping that would have done something. Lord.
I bet this town was really nice before.
Oh my god. You know what? Well, I'll talk to you later. I'll have to talk to her after recording, obviously. I have that. I think I do. Alright, so now that we are here, I'm going to take this off and this off. Put on the responder's paramedic. Retrieve the water testing kit from Kasha. If I am not mistaken, I haven't even gotten her survivor story.
DASA has asked us all to document our stories for posterity, you know. Seems like a fine idea. So, hi.
I made sure that these don't automatically turn on. Why are they on?
When the bombs fell, I was in Watoga.
I'm stupid. I gotta grab water.
Coordinating a statewide science fair for that year's high school kids. And the theme was the future of energy.
Gimme.
After the bombs, everything was pretty chaotic. Scavenging for food and fighting off rabid survivors. Oh, it was just a bad time all around.
Obviously.
I found a couple of surviving kids from the high school whose parents didn't make it. And we holed up in a house in town for a while. After a bit, I was able to solder the circuitry in an old radio, and we tuned into a broadcast from the responders.
See it peek its head out and just look left to right before jumping out, by the way?
Overjoyed.
I can't be the only one who noticed that.
The trip from Watoga to Flatwoods. It was rough, mind you.
I love that, by the way.
The kids and I ran into a group of assholes in the mountains who stole our food and water. And to tell you how happy I was to find the responders in Flatwoods. Tents for everyone, open kitchens, medical supplies.
Before I end the video, I'm gonna have all these survival stories play.
We were safe.
I should have.
They had a problem,
all
though.
of them. Well,
their water sources were
all
contaminated
but 2 of them.
heavily.
I think 2 of them were only
People
pick
were
up
boiling
bodies
water,
that are
but
no
not
longer
long
here.
enough to make it
Kind of upsetting.
safe. So, I stepped up and I said, I'll build a testing kit to monitor the contamination, and I will teach folks how to properly boil water. And I did. The world is getting better, but slowly. We need to make sure it doesn't relapse, too. It's going to take time and care, that's all. Well,
I'm taking that holotape. Okay. Was there a holotape I can listen to from here? I don't actually remember. Just boiled water in there. Oh, there is one. There's one at the top of here, I think. Hi. You're dead. That's not in there. Shoot. All I can hope is that all of this is being recorded, because sometimes when I record, my microphone likes to screw up and not record my voice. Hello? Why are you not playing? No, it's calling.
Dasa has asked us all to document our stories.
Okay. Colonel. Play Colonel.
Hi.
There we go.
Dasa asked me if I would talk about, how I got here.
Usually you get the plan.
She asked everybody, so I said okay. My name's Colonel, and I'm 13 years old. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. The bombs and the messed up people and the cows with two heads, all of it. I was bad. Just bad. I cheated on my spelling test.
That's not a problem.
I kicked Chip Wilkins in the shins until he cried. I pushed Rosie McCloy down the stairs. I cut holes in the bottom of all the gym shorts, and I put glue in the mashed potatoes in the cafeteria. I told Harold Newell to eat 10 dead flies a day in order to grow muscles, and I put Nuka-Cola in the rat cage water bottles at the pet store.
Why?
And, I just wanted to say I'm sorry about everything.
Okay.
Because my dad said if I wasn't this way, the bad things wouldn't happen.
That's
I haven't seen Daddy since about... I guess he left because of that, too. It's okay. I'm trying to be good now, though.
To any parent that says it's the child's fault for so many bad things, I would
Dasa
hate
asked
to meet
me if
you.
I would...
Stop playing that. Okay, you gonna talk this time? You gonna stare at me like a dumb
Are you
mouth?
here for the responder training?
Okay, there we go. Responder training. Whatever.
That's
do you
right.
mean?
They set up a radio signal that's been repeating for years now, calling people here to learn basic survival skills. Unfortunately, the responders are long gone now.
Yep.
But the training system is fully automated, so you can still learn everything you need to. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
If I'm not mistaken, the
You must be new
responders
around here.
lasted longer
Wait a
than
minute.
everybody else.
Are you one of those people who was in Vault 76?
You've got a good eye.
To be honest, you really don't have the look and feel of someone who spent their life out here in the wilds. The other people I've met from Vault 76 seemed a little more... how to put it? Wide-eyed. Inexperienced. Still figuring things out, you know? They also tend to look healthier, more well-fed, and their skin's not so rough and calloused.
Because I've been out here for a long time. Could you help me out? I could really use some supplies. I need supplies, and you're gonna give me them now. Nah, I'm just gonna ask nicely.
Of course. I know how hard it can be out there.
I'm actually curious what you would give me.
I just made up some stim packs. Here, you can have
I would've
these.
let you
Give
keep
yourself an injection when you're hurt, and they'll heal you right up.
I wish I didn't get stim packs. I have too many. Let's see what's with the responder outfit.
I found it in one of the houses. It fits great, and it's really comfortable and pretty durable, too. I'd also be lying if I said it didn't have some sentimental value for me. I've admired the responders ever since I first heard about them. What they stood for, helping people no matter what. That was really important.
Kind of. If you help the wrong people, though, it's a problem.
Yeah, there's a couple of places around here that qualify as interesting. At least to me. The Agricultural Research Center is infested with feral ghouls and homicidal robots. But you can find some good scrap in there if you're up to it. The New River Gorge Resort to the east is the same story. Maybe, minus the robots.
Okay. Well, let me ask you about yourself.
Me? There's not much to tell, really. I came in with Paige and the rest and stayed up at Foundation for a while. It was nice. But eventually I wanted to go my own way, you know? Get out and see some places I've never seen, figure out who I am. When I heard the message on the radio about Flatwoods, I was curious to meet the responders, so I made my way here. I decided to stay here and see what else I could learn. That's pretty much my story.
There's not much you can learn here, sorry to say. Let's see, blah blah blah. Tell me about the Foundation.
It's up in the Savage Divide, which is what they call the mountains to the east. There are maybe a dozen settlers up there, though people always come and go, so it changes. Honestly, life is pretty good there. It's a community, and everybody does their part to help.
I will say there's roughly like 40 people there at Foundation right now.
He's the closest Foundation has to a leader, I guess. I never got to know him real well, but he always seemed like a decent guy. Honest, reliable, cares about the people, that kind of stuff.
A leader. People come... Well, I know
Okay,
sure
what is it?
And say people come first. Thank you for your time,
No
Heather.
problem.
I wish you would have been able to talk to me before instead of stare and look me up and down. But, that's that. Hello, let's see. Was this not on here before? Okay. Why not? Okay, student in Delbert's volunteer training class since 120. This was in the year 96. What year is it right now for the game? It has to be quite a few, right? Oh, by the way, if anything, this should be the list of all those who put in a letter, so you should have a survivor story from each of those names right there. There we go. That is completed. Now I have to look for Delbert, who should be at his house. First things first. What did I get?
At home. I did.
Please tell me I got the fire department outfit. It's a really rare item. Nope. I might get it still, however. There is a respawn outfit rather than the fire breathers that should get you what you need. Well, it's a really rare outfit. I've never gotten it. It's like a blue version of the fire.
Lit my own church to the responders for their outpost here, and you're welcome. The responders are on a true mission, you see, helping folks through thick and thin, till the heavens open up again and take us all up anyways. When this all happened, I figured like most it was time. This was the end, but it wasn't, was it? We're still here.
Yep.
At first, I thought it was a mistake, that we was missed, forgotten. Maybe we did some wrongs.
Most likely.
Didn't give enough to charity, maybe.
No.
Didn't praise his name, even in the worst of times.
No.
Maybe thought some things that ought not to been thought.
Probably.
So I asked him. I asked how. Why? I fought your wars on Earth. I'm ready to fight them up there by your side. Then, in my despair, I saw some survivors eating raw rat carcass behind a dumpster. You ought to cook that first, I warned them. Seemed obvious. We tried but got sick, they said, covered in their own filth. I realized right then and there that I was being tasked.
Good.
From then on, I built kitchens, cooked good food, fed anyone who walked up with an empty belly, and I was fucking life. Thankful.
Ah! I just got some chills. Delbert would have been a great country cook if he opened up his own country restaurant. I would love to eat there right now. I want some country food right now.
All right.
I don't want it. I want something. What was it called? Farmer's Table. That was some good food. I haven't been there in a while. I want some Farmer's Table food. They cook really good. You ain't got no worry about grease or it's not fast food or anything. It's just like you gotta wait maybe 10 minutes, but it's some good food. Alright, that's done. Respondo's database. So, if I'm not mistaken, I gotta log in. Right? Involuntary. Emergency contact respondos. There we go. I will say I've gathered roughly 200,000 caps in this game, which seems pretty confusing at first, but purposely because I sold a bunch of items the second I got out of the vault. And when you run around, you could easily get such cash. Alright, final departure is the next mission. I think after I go through Morgantown, I have to go and get the inoculation or I don't really know. Okay, so I gotta go investigate Morgantown. Hey, what's up, bro? love finding you. You're like my favorite store. You just walked by, okay. Missile launcher.
Just one trade, not murder.
My ears, Jesus. Okay. You know what? I'll take it.
This for that, that for this.
I hate having to buy those at that price. That's why I'm not gonna do it. I'll just wait till I come across a random player who sells it.
One day I find the thing I want.
Milk. What is it that you aim for? Also, if I'm not mistaken, this cow has its own milk, right? Callie's milk. What does that do?
One day, we find the thing.
Removes 25% RAS, decreases thirst and hunger.
Then we move off somewhere.
That's some creamy looking milk. What the world? Okay. Cool. So now I have a buff. You should be a settler, shouldn't you? Yeah,
Clean up
you might need
this,
help.
fix that. It never seems to end.
Up? What's up, my friend? My friend, talk to me, my friend. No?
It's time to turn over a new leaf.
Okay,
Restore this land of glory.
Let's find survivor stories, I guess. Before we leave. I thought there was one on top of one of these. There's gotta be one around here.
We really need to clean up around here.
Should be up on this porch then. Right. I do not care about that event. Survivor story, colonel, right? Yep.
Boy, it's been like 10 years since I did one of these.
So they've
Dawson
been
said
around
she lost
10
my
years.
original one though. Bummer. My name is Colonel, so hey, hi. Let's see.
Greetings and bonjour.
Bombs fell when I was a kid. My dad died in the war, you know, so this is all pretty normal. My story is, I guess, boring.
This is like adult.
So Dawson
colonel.
found me when I was 13 or so. She brought me the responders. They taught me everything. I became a volunteer. It was great. For the past 5 years, I've been a responder myself. I help kids who lost their families.
Jesus.
I get them safe, trained.
Should be something
Just
over there and something
act like a
over
big
there.
brother. Every year we find fewer people though, so I don't know. Things are not good out there. Just getting simple food and water is tough. And the Brotherhood, well, we thought that would be different.
Really?
I thought everything would be different though.
So while that plays, I'm gonna see here.
So anyway, maybe
Yeah, I
in 10
didn't
years,
get
Dawson will
either
ask me to do
rare
another one
item.
of these survivor
You would
stories.
get a fire or a responder's
Till then,
fireman helmet and a
peace, Appalachia.
responder's fireman uniform, which would be just like this, but the fire breathers style. So we got Sophie's story. I believe that'll play soon, right? Yep.
Is this thing on? Great. Hello, survivors of this garbage dump. I'm Sophie, and this is my stupid survivor story.
After this recording, I'm gonna go eat.
This dump should go. Oh yeah. Before the bombs, I was a librarian, and now I can read everything all the time. Whee! Look at me! I'm lucky. Wait, no. Maybe I was one of those farmers who prepared for the end times. Some sort of religious thing. Yeah, that's right. No, I got it. I was a sweet little kid and lived off some cat food containers in a super duper mart for months near my parents' rotting carcasses.
Okay.
Nobody came. Nobody. I learned how to deal. You should too. The responders are a joke. Nobody helps anybody anymore. Get a grip. If you're not a total idiot, you'll get out of this dump before the responders get you killed. Leave the sick behind. You're better off. Trust me. Whiny babies can stay here and play make-believe, but anyone with half a brain will go up to the mountains and drop the dead weight. Delbert already tried to stop me. Sorry to say nobody will be around to teach you how to eat shit now, Flatwoods. Bye, suckers. Love always, Sophie.
Did she kill herself, or was she planning to leave? That's what I just don't understand. Also, I feel like she killed Delbert. Or she might have.
Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation.
Why does your face have missing textures?
Didn't you hear? People are saying there's gold everywhere.
With my game, because he has no dirt on his face or anything. That's not racist or anything, and I know that for a fact. But he's supposed to have like some grime of like maybe radiation dust. Oh wait. Okay, the confession one didn't play out, so that's fine. There's shit. You know what? I think that's good enough, right? Alright.